Today I will be presenting on inclusion. Inclusion does not have one agreed upon definition. I wanted to list this definition first because it is the most basic, simple definition. This is another great definition, another great way to define inclusion. And this is the final way to define inclusion. It is a great way to show both that students with autism and students and typical students will benefit by having inclusion. A barrier that students with autism may face when working in the general education classroom is that the curriculum is too difficult. Many teaching methods within the general education settings are for the general education students. It is not for the special ed students. So this is where special education teachers need to be working with the gen ed teachers to ensure that students are receiving an appropriate education. Another barrier that students with autism can face are resource barriers. Students with autism need a lot of different kinds of assistive technology, and this could be happening for a variety of different reasons, like lack of knowledge from the gen ed teacher, lack of funding from the district, and lack of understanding from the parents to advocate for their children. The last barrier that students may face is the stigma. There's many different stereotypes and misconceptions about autism that can lead to discrimination. When comparing and seeing the effects on students with autism and their gen ed peers, I broke it into two different sections, positive and the negative. There's so many positives that students with autism get from being in the gen ed class. They are seeing the social modeling. This is so important because students with autism learn from models. They also are receiving many different academic gains by having access to that gen ed curriculum. When looking at the negatives, they're more vulnerable because they are with general ed kids. This is why inclusion needs to start at a young age so that kids just know that that is how that student is. They also may become sensory overloaded, and there's a lot happening in the gen ed classroom. For the gen ed peers, they are learning empathy and social skills. They are learning how to interact with somebody that is not like themselves. The negative side, there is going to be classroom disruptions. Children with autism are very unpredictable and they will just scream. And there can be frustrations when working with people that are different from yourself. A great strategy to help inclusion is differentiated instruction, adapting lessons, breaking them into smaller tasks, and allowing for breaks. Another great strategy is learning activities, telling stories, Kahoot games, crafts for the younger kids, centers, anything to help promote inclusion. And the last one is positive behavioral interventions and supports. This would be like giving a reward system, stickers, tickets, or any really positive preferred item.